Hey folks, welcome to Dose of Truth Tarot. This is a little odd because last week there was the Sunday a week from last Sunday was the eclipse with the full moon, and then Tuesday was 999. So it was the 9th of September 2025, which makes another 9. Then what was upcoming was also 9/11, but in between, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And I didn't look this up, but on the same day, there was also a school shooting. So there was a lot of difficult energy. I was assaulted on the street. Not serious or anything, but it's considered assault. And I think that, looking at that, when I was preparing for that week, and also I lost the video I was making, so it makes a lot of sense that we didn't have a video up. So I'm going to put this one up whenever it's ready. So hopefully by Friday it should be ready. It is today, Wednesday the 17th, so I want to post it on Friday. But if I can get it up earlier, I will, because I want to take into account today as the 17th and going through all the way till next week, because next week is going to be the 25th. So we're going from the 17th to the 25th. So it's a lot longer than a week. And what I want to examine is what we need to look out for. Now, this last week, all of the numbers, all of the changes that is continuing into this week, these transitions, have, I've been grieving and going through the phases of loss, thinking about Charlie Kirk and anyone else who gets killed for their point of view. And, it's one of the difficult things I find here is not just speaking casually about things. I'm very, very careful. There are certain words I could say, maybe not in this video so much, but I don't keep that. I try to keep myself very, very censored. And because I really can't afford to have somebody come after me. I'm just a little teeny tiny person with a few followers. But I know that a lot of people feel the way I feel and feel as though they can't voice a differing point of view. And of course, Charlie Kirk represents a different point of view. Don't care if you agree with him or not. It's just a different point of view. There are definitely things that he would say that are foreign to me. But of course, it's cool that he says them. It's cool that he talks about them. Just as many people say things that are absolutely foreign to me, they don't resonate with me. And it's interesting to listen to. I like to listen to it. I like to hear what different people have to say and, maybe adopt some of their thinking, or maybe just go, well, that doesn't make sense. And we could talk things through so that we all, understand each other. But, in light of all of this, things have become violent, accusatory. People are being mean. And I want to know what is going on. Now, I'm asking the cards, but this week and feeling the meanness of people has really, really struck me. And I didn't quite understand that because I tend to go outside in the world historically and have had very pleasant experiences. I like to help people. If someone can't get across the street, I've always been the one to help. Of course, since I was disabled, I couldn't do those things. I didn't even go outside. And then returning, after surgery back out into the world and seeing the way in which people treat other people on the road is becoming more and more difficult. It's harder and harder. It's so interesting that it used to be the drivers were the nasty ones, but it's people on bicycles. It's people who are walking the wrong way. They will not move out of your way. They'll push you, even if you're, you know. I have a few little issues that are not easy for me to manage, like I walk in areas to make sure I'm safe, and people will come in the wrong direction and have plenty of wherewithal to move over and plenty of space to just take a step. They're going the wrong way, so they could take a step to move out of the way, uh, so that somebody who is incapable of doing a quick move could follow. And it doesn't mean they know that I can or I cannot, but to pound into someone is, I just find it horrible. So it made me very curious as to what is going on. I feel very, very old fashioned right now. This past week and a half has made me feel like um, I have been open minded, accepting all of my life, accepting of different opinions, different viewpoints. I don't accept rudeness. No, I just don't. I don't like being treated badly. So if somebody, let's say you're having a conversation with someone, it's very nice, and then all of a sudden they roll their eyes at you. I just find that horrible, dismissive, disrespectful, and that's not a discussion. That's not you giving your viewpoint. That is, well, you are giving your viewpoint. You're giving a viewpoint of, I think you're saying to me that you think I am stupid, or it's not just me, that anyone around me who is getting that treatment is stupid. Now, I know I'm giving my viewpoints here, and I usually don't like to do that, but I am dead curious about why this is happening. What is going on? When did we lose civility? When did we lose our capacity to treat each other as human beings? I used to go out into the world, have pleasant discourse. Of course, in Florida, life is still beautiful down there, but where I am, it's just horrendous. Um, so let's just see what's happening. What's going on energetically? What I'm going to ask directly through the cards. God, what do we need to know? I'm going to pull one card to begin with. Let's just see what we're pulling here. I'm going right in the middle after shuffling. And it says action, courage. This is not what I wanted to hear, but here we go. Action, courage, and beginnings. All right. So we need, obviously, this is telling me, yes, you need the courage or use your courage is a good way to take action to, do I succumb? Do we succumb to this new world? Is that what we're supposed to do? And it says self-worth expectations. So self-worth is going to tell us, hey, you're worth more than that. But you'll have to be careful of your expectations. Agreed, totally. If I have expectations that people are going to be polite, I'll probably lose. But I can still keep in mind the self-worth of myself and any individual. And you see, like right now, my partner is outside talking to one of the neighbors. This is the old generation. We would talk to our neighbors. We would have fun. We discuss things, which we do. So people my age, 60s and 70s and whatnot, we're going to be able to do that. We're going to talk to each other. We're going to have fun. But when it comes to anybody with a differing attitude, if you want to talk about something interesting, it is not well received in the world. So I'm looking at, what do we do? What's happening? And the other one is we have to transcend. So the unifying factor in transcendence today, I asked God this, so this is what's coming. Yes, so I didn't expect to take action, the courage to take action. I feel like I'm way too old. I, you know, how am I going to take action? So maybe that's something we could look at. Yeah, how are we going to take action? What do we need to do to take action? Um, it says cycles and completion, but it's got a butterfly over the mouth. So maybe it's change. Um, it could be change the way I or yourself speaks or others. So there's some kind of transformation. So there's a cycle that is going on, which this is cyclical. We've gone through different periods of time where governments and people have silenced other people. It happened in China. It happened in Germany. It's happened in whatever communistic, socialistic country, and happening now, presently, at least where I am, and many other places we're being told be silent. So this could be telling us, just be patient, watch what you say, because the cycle will complete itself. I'm going to pray that that is so. Well, everyone, I'm sorry it's not the most lovely way of dealing with this. I'm very, very sad this week. I'm sad about the assassination, and I'm sad about the ramifications. So I've also heard that on the 30th of October, there's going to be a major transformation point. I haven't researched that, but supposedly we've got something big coming up that'll help people to transform. All right, so we'll see what comes up over the week. It doesn't look like there's danger this week. Last week, the video I've lost, I can't find. Maybe it was supposed to keep me safe not to have that video out there, but I definitely saw that there were things that were dangerous. There was, destruction and the devil. So, last week was not the greatest week on the planet. So let's see what goes down. The week before was a little bit nicer. All right. Have a great week. Bye.